Hi YouTube, Drew here again. Decided to make another one of these Sunday videos for you that I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. Quite enjoyable. A little bit of housekeeping first. I have my Big Bin Olympic Series Bent egg again, and in it I am smoking Peterson's Irish Oak. This is my first bowl of it, and so far I'm really liking it. It's a nice, deep, I can see why they call it Irish Oak, because it's definitely kind of an oaky, woody flavor, and it's really, really good. If you haven't tried it, go try some. So, this week, been thinking this week about actually the importance of being imperfect. And I think what really spawned this in in my thoughts this week was that we have a new hire at work, and he's really trying to get everything right all the time. And if you're new at something, that's really hard to do. Hence, you're imperfect. But when I really got to thinking about it, there's two areas of imperfection that I really kind of want to highlight on. Those are imperfection of skill and imperfection of action. So first off, to begin with the imperfection of skill. And if we were perfect at everything, we would know how to do everything right off the bat. We could pack our pipes perfectly, we could smoke it perfectly, we'd have like 2-hour-long smokes if we had a big enough bowl, if everything was perfect. But obviously things aren't perfect. There are imperfections and imperfections to our skill. And the great thing about that is it gives me and anybody else the ability to improve, the ability to become better through our actions, through our practices. And it really speaks to, what do I have written down here in my notebook? It speaks to one of the essentials of qualities of being human, is to learn and is to challenge ourselves and to become better. And if we were perfect, there's absolutely no way we could become better. We'd all just know everything and know anything that any question was asked of us, and frankly there'd be no questions, which I'm a person that doesn't like not having questions, because questions help me quantify things and put them into perspective a lot. And so moving on to that, with that being essentially human qualities, and realizing that, hey, we're not perfect at anything, it gives us the ability to choose and discover what we are good at. Some of us on here are great artists, great musicians. Others of us are really good at home brewing, not to toot my own horn, but it's one of those things that we all discover what we're good at. And it's because imperfection that we find that out. The next area of imperfection I really thought about was imperfection of action. And i.e. making mistakes, giving out the wrong amount out of the cash register, various things like that. And with that, with the imperfection of action also comes grace. And the ability to see that someone else, made a mistake, and going, hey, it's all right. We all learn, we all get better. Bringing me back to the imperfection of skill. So with that, with imperfection, it's like one of those, it's a two-sided coin. We have to realize that, yeah, we are imperfect, but we have to have grace that when others mess up, we say, hey, let's learn. Not to, give them some sort of condemnation and go, no, you're not good. No, you're just imperfect. You're learning. You're becoming better at what you do, at your skills. And you have to acknowledge that. With that, thought, and feel free to give your comments on this down in the well below. And with that, I would also, I'm finding great joy in remembering and finding quotes from my past, and it brought me back thinking about this to when I was in 7th or 8th grade. I had a teacher named Mrs. Scroggins, and she was of the time when it was okay for a man to smoke a pipe, and it wasn't vilified so much as it is today of ooh, bad tobacco. But she told us from the class, imagine how boring it would be if everyone was perfect and exactly the same. So with that, until I see you again, be kind and good to each other.